First off, of course, we'll start by saying all praise, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Makadash. That will honor the apostles, bishops, and elders, great millstone. And salutations, I can push this word, saying I shall full elect Shalom. Through the Spirit, we're going to do a quick breakdown of Obadiah and Lord willing is edifying. And so with that, we're going to get right into it. Do you mind reading?
Come. This is the book of Obadiah. And it says, Obadiah 1:1. The vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, concerning Edom.
The vision, the prophecy of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh concerning Edom. Who is Edom? The so-called white man out of Mount. All right? Red.
It says, we have heard a rumor from Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai.
All right, there's a rumor from Yahweh Yahushai. Keep going.
And an ambassador is sent among the heathen.
That ambassador is Gamal Abdel Nasser. And he's from, it was the 6 day war, the Arab-Israeli war. And he had made a statement, the Jews left Egypt black and turned white. All right? He was that ambassador, and the Hebrew word for ambassador is tazawah, is a messenger, or it could mean seer or sorrow, but he was a representative, and he was also a former president of Egypt at that time, and it was during 1967, around that reign. But he's that ambassador, Gamal Abdel Nasser.
So this is
Nasser.
This is Gabal Abdel Nasser.
Khan.
It says January 15, 1918 to 28 September 1970.
Okay.
Was an Egyptian military officer and politician who served as the second president of Egypt.
All right. Khan.
Okay.
All right. Go on.
It says, arise ye and let us rise up against her in battle.
Yeah, so these nations, they're gonna turn on Esau, all right?
Yep. It says,
Let's rise up against her in battle. Right.
behold, I have made thee small among the heathen.
Yeah, the so-called white man, starting with you Khazars, you made small among the heathen. You the basis of men, all right? And what's that, verse 2?
Come.
Yeah, so if anyone could give me Job 30:8.
Right. And
Or you have something?
the Hebrew word for small is Quatan, and it says young, small, insignificant, unimportant.
Yeah, you're small among the nations. You're the most disgusting and treacherous and wicked.
This is Job chapter 30, verse 8.
Right?
They were children of fools.
Yeah, the so-called white man is children of fools, starting what you cause us.
Yeah, children.
Because they openly say the Most High don't exist. All right.
They were children of fools.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, children of base men.
Base men, low. They're the lowest of the nation. Uh-huh.
They were viler than the earth.
They were violent on the earth, man. They sleep with dogs. They just disgusting, man. Right?
And now I am their song.
And we become their song and their byword, man. We consider serfs, niggas, spicks, wetbacks. All right?
Yeah, I am their byword.
Yeah, we are their byword, man. They speak all ill among us. I mean, they speak ill of us, and they talk shit in their synagogues, man. In their Yiddish.
They abhor me. They flee.
They hate us.
They flee far from me,
Uh-huh.
and spare not to spit in my face.
Yeah, so they speak all evil amongst us, and they go to the Most High daily, and they talk about our people. We eat abominable things. We're wearing abominable clothes, and these are the situations they set these. They work on the Sabbath, but they create these things for these conditions for our people to go off.
Because he has loose my cord and afflicted me.
All right, you can drop it.
This is Isaiah 10:15. Shall the axe boast itself against him that heweth?
Yeah.
Therewith?
You want to break it down?
You can break it down.
Shall the axe boast it? No. So the so-called white man is the Lord's whooping stick. All right. So how he's gonna boast, man? He's the Most High's weapon. The Most High is controlling him.
Right. It says, shall the axe boast itself against him that heweth therewith?
Yeah. So it's the Most High that's the hewer, but the axe is just a weapon, and the axe is the Most High's weapon.
Right. Or shall the soul magnify itself against him that shaketh it?
No. So how can this? But this so-called white man, he boasts himself when it's the Lord that lift him up and put him in his position and is controlling him.
As if the rod should shake itself against them that lift it up.
Yeah, so the weapon can't boast. The weapon is controlled and manned by the one that's yielding it.
It says, as if the rod should shake itself against him that lift it up.
Yeah, and it's the Most High that controls the so-called white man. All right.
Or as if the staff should lift up itself as if it were no wood.
Yeah, so basically you're low compared to the Most High.
It says, therefore shall the Lord of hosts,
The Lord of armies.
send among his fat ones, Slakia, Leonis, Slakia,
Okay.
Slakia.
Yeah, so the Most High controls all things. The Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men.
It says,
Leanness.
yeah, I got it. It says, the fat one's leanness,
Uh-huh.
and under his glory he shall kindle a burning like the burning of a fire.
Yeah, so the Lord is going to plead with all flesh with fire, man. All right? The Lord is going to take all these nations' crowns away from them, man. All right?
It says, and the light of Israel shall be for a fire, and the Holy One for a flame, and it shall burn and devour his thorns and his briars in one day.
One day, man. And one day, the day of the Lord, the so-called white man is going to be destroyed. The remnant of them is going into slavery. The elites of them. We constantly say this. We believe it. We have faith. We already know what's going to happen.
I got a precept.
Uh-huh.
Proverbs 29:2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, people rejoice.
When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. The righteous are not in authority right now. The wicked are in authority. That's why there's mourning. That's why there's starvation. There's people poor. There's third world countries. All right? Why? Because the so-called white man has stolen everything.
But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
The wicked is ruling. That's why the people are mourning. That's why the people are mourning right now, because the wicked done created these situations where people are in debt, they're impoverished. They get off. The so-called white man get off on people's misery, man.
And that's why he's greatly despised.
Because
he got the people, like the elder brother said, you know, do all his evil policies and ideologies. The people are mourning. But I read on.
Okay.
Verse 3, it says, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock.
Yeah, your pride because of your miracles, your technology, your knowledge on the left-hand side. Ultimately, the Lord gave you that knowledge for your destruction. And you dwelleth in the clefts of the rock. These buildings, these skyscrapers represent the mountains when you was living in Petra, Mount Seir. Or you was living in them caves, you was driven forth from among men. All right? Your habitation is high. You got Billionaires Row. What is that? 57th and Park Ave. All right? That's Billionaires Row. You got them high, tall buildings that look down at, and that's everywhere in the world, but you get what I'm saying? Your habitation is high. You have your satellites. All right? You have your space station. Yeah, all of that. You have that. Yep.
You know that. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you go first.
Okay. This is Job 9 and 24. It says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He curved the faces of the judge thereof. If not, where and who is he?
So earth was given into the hand of the wicked, into the power of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges. The judges, the Most High, the Lord, the angels, the men of the Lord. He made them all to look like Edomites, man. If it's not the so-called white man, then who else? Only the so-called white man has committed this act, this fraudulent act. That's how you can link everything, and you'll know who Esau is just from that.
I mean, I don't. That's why I said the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So everything that Esau has, although it might seem like glorious, like he just did it by himself, ultimately he's not going to tell you because it's pride, but it was given on to him. Esau knows this. This was given on to him through Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. The Lord sets up, ordains who's going to rule and who's going to fall. So right now we at the time of Esau's rulership, but now we at the fall of his rulership.
Yeah. So he's the angels. He has his image up as being a Lord, the angels, and the Lord's chosen people. No marvel, don't be surprised. For Satan, the adversary, is seen as a being of light.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Back in Obadiah.
Psalms chapter 10, verse 2. The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined.
Mm-hmm. The wickedness of the slack. One more time.
The wicked in his pride.
The wicked in his pride. Listen, Esau is proud, man. Prosecuted the poor, right? Who's the poor? That's talking about the Israelites. Who are the Israelites? The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Right?
The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined.
Yeah, let you be taken in your devices. Why? Because you're gonna pay for everything you've done. Rape, rob, murder. Okay? You're gonna pay for all that. Our living conditions, putting us on the bottom, making us build this kingdom. You're gonna pay for everything you've done. Double.
For the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire.
Yeah, who's the wicked? Esau. And what's his desire? To bring in his new world order, his kingdom, right? His agenda. And how we know this is taking part? We see the MOTB, the mark of the beast, is coming more and more into fruition. All right, we see the whole transition is happening right before your eyes. See, the regular 2/3 ain't gonna see it, but the men of the Lord see it. You know, because Yahweh Hashem Yahshua opened up our eyes to it. You know, Lord will be those men, right?
Quick.
Okay, finish it off. You done?
Blessed the covetous, whom the Lord abhorreth, the wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after the Most High. The Most High is not in all his thoughts.
Will not seek out the Most High. The Most High is not in all his thoughts. So Esau is not thinking about the Most High, right? And that's ultimately why it's going to be destroyed. Yeah,
I'm like that's all.
Isaiah 57, verse 15. For thus say the high ones, the high and lofty ones that inhabit eternity, whose name is holy. I dwelt in high and holy place.
You want to tell me about
Who's that? That's Esau. Esau is the one that dwelt in the high and holy places, including Amalek. It said also him. That's it.
Yeah.
I got something. This is Isaiah 2:11. The lofty looks of man shall be humbled, and the haughtiness of men shall be bowed down, and the Lord alone shall be exalted in that day. You know, and we know that the word lofty is a synonym with pride, and the so-called white man is the most proud race, you know, on the face of the earth. Okay, a very proud nation. All right, very cocky, they have a big ego because they have the rulership, they have the military might, and they think that the society is going to continue on and on forever, and nobody can take them down. All right, that's why the Lord said their lofty look that Esau got, you know, with their chin, you know, their head to the skies and their chins up. The Most High said what? Their lofty looks is going to be humbled. All right, and it said because the Most High is going to put those curses on them. You know, the Most High is going to bring judgment on them, put them into slavery, you know. And it says, and the haughtiness of men shall be bowed down, and the Lord alone shall be exalted in that day. Yeah, because this world is full of pride, because the leaders, which are Edomites, are proud, and everybody is about self-glorification, self-idolization. The so-called white man is the only nation to put that image up as being the son of the Most High, being who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, Yahushua, right, which is a so-called black man. Okay, that's why the Lord is going to destroy them and humble them, because they want people to worship them. They want to be. That's why Ezekiel 28 chapter says that he wants to be like the Most High.
Hey, Shalom, I want to comment, board.
Shalom.
If y'all feel like it, just any scriptures y'all appreciate y'all have,
Obadiah.
put it up. You got it, brother.
Right. Obadiah verse 3. The pride of thine heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
Yeah, because they say, who shall bring me down to the ground? Well, the scriptures say, I sit a queen, all right? Because no major war has taken place here in America, and the so-called white man controls this corporation, so that's his pride, all right? He doesn't believe that he can be taken out of his position, because he has a nuclear capability. He got he got so-called top weapons, which he believes he has. You got it.
It says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle.
You exalt thyself as an eagle. All right. This showing this is Esau. The Greeks had the symbol as an eagle. All right. The Romans. All right. The Germans, and the Germans are the wise. Those are the wisest of Esau. You know, the engineers. And America has a symbol as an eagle. All right. And the eagle also, it got other symbology what it represents, but we're not gonna mention it now.
We don't got to.
Yeah, we don't gotta go through that. But the symbol is an eagle.
I got a quick article. This is from history.com. It says, how did the bald eagle become America's national bird? And as we read in Obadiah, we know that the eagle is the symbol of America, which America is ruled by the nation of Edom. America is the focal point of Esau's kingdom, which is Babylon the Great, which is America. That's the focal point of his kingdom, which he rules the entire world. The earth is given to the hand of the wicked, but America is at the pinnacle. So it says, all right.
And what did they say? Even though they never landed on the moon, but they lied. They said the eagle has landed. You know?
It says that the bald eagle's role as a national symbol is linked to its 1782 landing on the Great Seal of the United States. Shortly after The Declaration of Independence was signed on July 4th, 1776.
And that's the time where they created that the Illuminati. All right.
Yeah, May 1st.
Yeah.
It says the Continental Congress gave Benjamin Franklin, Thomas Jefferson, and John Adams the job of designing an official seal for the new nation. However, the three founding fathers failed to come up with a design that won Congress approval, as did two later committees that were given the task. In mid-June 1782, the work of all three committees was handed over to Charles Thomson, the Secretary of Congress. Thomson chose what he thought. It says, I'll read that again. It says, in mid-June 1782, the work of all three committees was handed over to Charles Thomson, the Secretary of Congress. Thomson chose what he thought were the best elements of the various designs and made the eagle, which had been introduced by artistically inclined Pennsylvania lawyer William Barton, in a design submitted by the third committee, more prominent.
And it was and that was supposed to happen because that's their symbol. Esau's symbol is that eagle. All right, and the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Esau is the wicked, and that's their symbol. The Lord just laid it out for us. All right,
There's a little more.
okay.
Since ancient times, the eagle has been considered a sign of strength. Roman legions used the animal as their standard or symbol.
And they use it as their standard and their symbol. All right. Now, when we talking ancient Roman, we mainly talking about the 12, the main emperors, the 12 emperors of the pagan Roman Empire. All right. And that symbol, that eagle, was their symbol. A lot of times they would have someone carry that eagle around when they go on a campaign, meaning to go conquer and go to war. And they would protect that eagle. They protect it. They don't want it getting stolen or whatever, man. That's their symbol.
Yeah, the eagle is it's a bird that flies highest amongst all birds, which also represents the pride of Esau.
That's
So,
That's right. So you go back.
yeah, it says, verse 4. It says, "Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars."
How would they set their nest amongst the stars? They have their satellites, their space stations. All right, that's how they set their nest amongst the stars.
It says,
Also, the stars talking about Israel.
Okay.
You know, because when Joseph had that dream, he had the dream of the stars bowed down to him, meaning his brothers.
All right. Okay.
So they did set their nests amongst the stars. Why? Because not only did they steal our I would say nationality or
our land resources.
our land and resources, right, and our ways, you know, but they also have us in captivity.
Okay.
Real quick, this is that dream I was talking about. This is Joseph, it's like Genesis 37. I'll go to verse 5, and I'll go to verse 6. And he said unto them, "Hear I pray you this dream which I have dreamed. For behold, we were binding sheaves in the field, and lo, my sheaf arose and also stood upright, and behold, your sheaf stood round about and made obeisance to my sheaf. And his brethren said unto him, Shalt thou indeed reign over us, or shalt thou indeed have dominion over us? And they hated him yet more of his dreams, yet the more for his dreams and for his words. And he dreamed yet another dream, and behold, his brethren, and said, Behold, I have dreamed a dream more, and behold, the sun and the moon and the 11 stars made obeisance unto me. I mean, it's like to me. And he told it to his father, to his brother, and to his brethren. And his father rebuked him and said unto him, what is this dream that thou hast dreamed? Shall I and thy mother and thy brethren indeed come to bow down ourselves to thee, to the earth? Well, that was it right there, the 11 stars. All right, representing the tribes. You got it.
It says, verse 5, if thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough?
Yeah, so that thief is gonna be that thief is Yahweh Shah, because he's coming to take the crowns of all these kingdoms, especially Esau. All right. So and the Lord is coming as a thief in the night. All right.
So this is 1 Thessalonians 5:2. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
So it's a thief in the night. So a thief doesn't warn you. That's why we're standing post on our watch, Lord willing, because we don't want to get overtaken. We watching and being on alert.
Oh, you got it. You got it yourself?
Oh, yeah.
You're bringing it up. Oh, we got it.
It says,
No, what verse is that?
verse 5.
Okay. Reading. You got precept?
Yeah.
All right, let me precept.
2 Peter 3:10. Oh no. Oh, you got it. You bring out yours.
All right. I'm sorry. Can you read it again? The verse.
The 5.
Read again.
Yeah.
Brother.
Obadiah, verse 5, it says, if thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes?
Yeah, but the Lord is not leaving anything. He's taking all of their kingdoms, the crown. He's taking them out of their rulership. He's dethroning them. And he's destroying them. He's going to utterly destroy them. Well, he's going to destroy the remnant is going into captivity, especially the elites. They're the first fruit of slavery.
All right. Yeah. This is Matthew chapter 13.
Well, let me read Romans 14 first then.
Yeah.
So this is Romans 14 and 14. And I looked and behold a white cloud, and upon the cloud one sat like unto the Son of Man.
Yeah, so that's Yahweh Shai. He's going to be on the farthest ship, the main ship, standing on top of it.
Having on his head a golden crown, and in his hand a sharp sickle.
Yeah, a golden crown. He's dethroning them. He's a king, Lord of lords. And that sharp sickle, man, his spirit gonna be in them nuclear missiles, all right? He's gonna also shoot concentrated fire on his enemies.
And another angel came out of the temple, crying with a loud voice to him that sat on the cloud, thrust in thy sickle and reap, for the time is come for thee to reap.
And the harvest is the end of the world, the end of Esau's age of rulership. All right?
It's reaping season.
Reaping season, so.
For the harvest of the earth is ripe. When it's ripe, it's time to get plucked, time to get picked. All right, like the scripture just said, that the grapes, would not leave any grapes behind, because why? Because the grapes are ripe. All right, it's reaping season. It says, and he that sat on the cloud thrust in his sickle on the earth, and the earth was reaped. And which that sickle is representing judgment, by way of those chariots zapping you, or those bombs blowing you up, and those chariots zapping you, the nuclear bombs, and also salvation. It says, and another angel came out of the temple which is in heaven, he also having a sharp sickle. And another angel came out from the altar, which had power over fire, and cried with a loud cry, because the place going up by fire, and cried with a loud cry to him that had the sharp sickle, saying, thrust in the sharp sickle and gather the cluster of the vine of the earth. And that the cluster of the vine of the earth, like read in Obadiah, is going into Esau.
Yep.
And it says, for her grapes are fully ripe. And that's another one right her. It says, for her grapes are fully ripe, which, you know, America is known as a woman. And the angel thrust in his sickle into the earth and gathered the vine of the earth and cast it into the great winepress of the wrath of the Most High, which is ultimately going into the nuclear destruction. You can bring that out.
That's right.
All right. This is Matthew chapter 13 in verse 38. No, 37, Salaki. He answered and said unto them, he that soweth the good seed is the Son of Man. The field is the world. The good seed are the children of the kingdom.
Israelites, the elect.
But the tares are the children of the wicked one.
Yeah, Esau, right? And you're going to have Edomites that might look like they're Jakes. I think they call them Oreos or whatnot, but mulattoes. But you ain't going to have, in other words, Esau's going to be cut off, man. You ain't going to be able to hide behind the different dynamic nations. You're going to be cut off. Those are going to destroy you. Right?
The enemy that sowed them is the devil.
Yeah, Esau, right?
The harvest is the end of the world.
Mm-hmm.
And the reapers are the angels.
The reapers are the angels.
As therefore the tares are gathered together, as therefore the tares are gathered and burned in the fire.
And that's Esau, right? Being gathered. And what's that fire? Those nuclear missiles.
So shall it be in the end of this world.
And this world, what's that? This age.
The age of rule, yep.
Yeah.
The Son of Man shall send forth his angels, and they shall gather out of his kingdom all things that offend and them which do iniquity.
Right, the wicked. You're going to be destroyed.
And shall cast them into a furnace of fire. There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth.
Right, and you've seen that now. See, everything that's playing out today in today's world is all prophetic, okay? And the climax is gonna be crazy, man. You think you got people mourning for Palestine, free Palestine. What the Lord about to do to this place, man? He about to bring all sorts of judgment. You know, you don't have to stop crying for them. Start crying for yourselves. And ultimately, you're gonna be destroyed by fire. Talking about Esau, the wicked, and 2/3, right? That bow down to Esau, the so-called white man, and these heathens too. You know, you're gonna be destroyed. Whoever's American is gonna be destroyed. So America's gonna be destroyed.
Yeah.
America's gonna be basically a big altar for a sacrifice by fire.
That's it.
All right. So
It says, how are things, Obadiah verse 6, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up?
The Lord revealeth his secrets unto prophets. So you got whistleblowers, and the Lord let us know all of Esau's secrets, right?
You sure? Alright, this is Isaiah 47:3. It says, thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen.
Yeah, you being exposed on a continual basis. There's videos going out continually on different time zones, man, throughout the earth, all right? On different time zones, different platforms. It's continually. The men of the Lord is on the streets uploading videos, and then Esau is exposing their secrets too. So he don't have any rest.
I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
The Lord is not meeting you as a man. He's coming in his full glory, his full power.
It's quick. Ezekiel 25, verse 12. Thus said the Lord Paul, because that Edom had dwelt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and have greatly offended, and revenged himself upon them.
Yeah, he did that, man. What he did to the northern kingdom when he came here on the shores of this land, what he did to the southern kingdom when he enslaved us, man. And he's still doing it to this day. All right.
That's right. I got one real quick also.
Alright,
That's it?
I got one more for you.
All right.
Thus say the Lord forward, I will also stretch a hand upon Edom, cut off man, beast from it.
Extermination, man. He's gonna be exterminated, but first he's gonna kill a large portion of them. He's gonna destroy the Israel over there. It's gonna be rebuilt. America gonna be turned into a desert. The elites are gonna be gathered out of their hiding spots and thrown into captivity. And then we know after they serve their 1,000 years of slavery, what's gonna happen to them.
I will make them, and I'll make it desolate from Teman and from the Dan.
Teman, that's the Germans. That's the wise men. Of Esau, man. That's the German. The Germans are the wise ones.
Yeah, Germans, they developed the atomic bombs. You know, the atomic bombs. They also developed what's them damn missiles that shoot on the ground? Torpedoes. They developed torpedoes. They'd probably won, I think, World War I with them torpedoes if America didn't get involved. Yeah.
They're good with metals and all of that. They're the engineers, man.
Of the Dan shall fall by the sword. That's it.
All right.
Amos 1:11. Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof. So Esau, all right, they've never been judged as of yet, but the Most High got a punishment on the way for them, man. All right, and that's the time that we're in now. We're in a time where that punishment is going to be manifest. It says, because he did pursue his brother with the sword. And who is his brother? The children of Israel, the descendants of Jacob, all right? Which are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. As the brothers was expounding upon all of the atrocities that Esau has done in the different periods of time, even to this day, all right? Which such as slaughter, rape, robbery, and murder, all right? Slander, and robbery, you know, robbing your nationality, man, and being an imposter, okay? It says, and did cast off all pity, meaning mercy. It says, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. Ezekiel 35 tells you that. He had a perpetual hatred. It says, verse 12, but I will send a fire upon Teman, which shall devour the palaces of Basra. Yeah, so the Most High is going to send a fire on Teman, which is who? The so-called Germans. Okay? So Esau is going, especially here in America, is going to be a lake of fire via that nuclear destruction. All right? Different places of the world is going to get hit. Okay? Don't be surprised over there if Germany gets hit. All right?
Now, I know Israel's going to be destroyed, right? So Edom, the land Edom may as well be destroyed too. But those lands are going to be built up, going to be brought back, and they're going to be under Israel's rulership. You know, that land Israel is going to expand, right? That was it. I got a quick one. This is 2 Thessalonians 2 and 8. It says, and then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. Which the spirit of his mouth is going into who? The prophets, you know, because the prophets are the Lord's mouthpiece. And it says, yeah, man, because we got the whistleblowers, right? And whatnot, but all that works mainly towards the prophecies, man. and it says, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Right, the brightness of his coming going into those nuclear missiles. Right? That's basically it. So you got it.
Back on
Good side.
Alright. It says, Obadiah verse 7, all the men of thy confederacy.
Yeah, the men of your confederacy, man. You all of them. That's your alliance. You have an alliance. You got NATO, the EU, and then you got allies. Cause in a confederacy, it means an alliance, and you got that. That's to further to strengthen you, and also to combat who? Russia. You know.
Russia, yep.
In which they're Edomites too. Your house is divided, but you know, it said all the men of that confederacy.
All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border.
Yeah, they basically they rocked you to sleep. They took aid from you, and they're gonna turn on you because America done been giving aid, helping different countries with weapons and things like that. They was just strengthening themselves.
I think America he gave Palestine a few billions of dollars earlier. You know, I gotta look into it, but I believe he did. I believe they did.
It says, the men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee.
They rocked you to sleep. All those that was at peace with you, they was just slowly building themselves up, strengthening themselves.
You got Sam? Right here.
Yeah. This is Jeremiah. Let me get it. Jeremiah chapter 50 verse 12.
Start at 9.
All right. Jeremiah chapter 50 verse 9. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country.
Right. And this Babylon is talking about America. America is known as Babylon the Great. Okay? The word Babylon is Hebrew for Babal, which means confusion. America is a big land of confusion. Okay? And it said an assembly of great nations from the North Country, which is the Russians. Okay? And all their allies. Okay? You can read about that in Ezekiel, the 38th chapter, which we're seeing glimpses of that prophecy being fulfilled now. You know, you got Russia and the BRICS alliance. You know, you got these other countries that was once allied with America. They're siding with the BRICS alliance now. Okay, so that's why we see all the countries that were in Confederate with America turning their back on them, because they see that, you know, the shift of power is happening. America's power is on the decline, and these other countries, their power is on the incline. All right, China, Russia, North Korea, South Africa. All right, you know, and all the countries that Russia is being a guard unto, man.
Iran.
Okay, Iran. All right, Syria, and so forth and so on. Good.
Now Palestine too, because now it's coming out that Russia been sending equipment to Palestine.
You're gonna have America's allies such as Turkey. You know, they're gonna turn their back on America. Germany is already trying to be in bed with Russia and them.
France.
Okay. You know, you mentioned earlier how Great Britain, they left the EU years ago. So, you know, these countries are gonna turn their back on America, man. Okay, and the dollar is on its way out. You know, the U.S. dollar is losing its world reserve currency status. Okay.
And they shall set themselves in array against her.
Yeah, they're gonna set themselves in military formation to come up against Babylon the Great, which is America. Okay.
What's she doing?
Huh?
I said they're doing it. You see, China is over there in Taiwan. They ain't strike yet. You know, but right now it's just like the end game, playing chess. They the end game. China got the attack, but they basically waiting for the okay from Russia, you know, and Iran or whatnot. You got to bro Salak here.
No, that's right. That's right. And that's what's gonna happen. They're gonna set themselves in military formation against America, man. Because all these different countries is gonna be sent down to the Valley of Jehoshaphat, which is the Persian Gulf. All right, in the near future. All right, we're seeing the beginning stages of that because America's being drawn out by the actions of the big nose small hats over there in the land, in the Holy Land, which is the land of Israel.
Least of the flock, right?
God, that's right. But continue.
God.
And they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken.
Right,
Yeah.
America's gonna be destroyed because they're gonna aim their armory against her. Right, it's gonna be come over here to invade this country physically. You know, they have the technology to where that's why they testing them ICBMs now. You know, which they tried to have a ceasefire. You know, that's what the JCPOA was about. But that ceasefire agreement has been basically terminated because these countries are testing their intercontinental ballistic missiles.
That's why the missiles and the warheads are considered armies too.
Yep.
Because you mentioned that it don't have to have no physical army like a human beings coming over here, you know?
That's right.
You got it.
There's one more.
You got more?
From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain.
Right, because the Most High Spirit is going to be in the missiles, and it's going to guide them to where they have to go. You know, all they got to do is fire them, and the Most High is going to do the rest. Yeah. You know.
And Chaldea shall be a spoil. All that spoil her shall be satisfied, saith the Lord.
That's another word for America, because America, it takes on the customs of the ancient Babylonians, which the ancient Babylonians, the Chaldeans was known for their witchcraft. You know, America's heavy on witchcraft.
Got something like
Nah.
this is Jeremiah 51, does it?
We got one more verse? Or
Yeah,
Bring it out.
You want to read up to verse 12, right?
No, I'm gonna just skip the verse though.
Okay, good. Yeah, for the sake of time. Yeah.
47.
Jeremiah 50 verse 12. Your mother shall be sore confounded. She that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold.
Yeah, that's talking about Great Britain. America, the mother of America is Great Britain because America came out of Great Britain. Okay.
She that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost part of the nation shall be a wilderness, a dry land, and a desert.
Yeah, Great Britain is ashamed of America because of the way America is being set up. You know, America has branched off from Great Britain. You know, through the what was that war? What was that war they had where they basically
Revolutionary War?
Yeah, the Revolutionary War, which they fought to get the so-called independence, which they're not really independent because they're still in bed with Great Britain. But, you know, but Great Britain looks at America with shame, man, because of all the madness that's going on that America's doing, man. You know, trying to force these other nations to comply with their wine, that democracy, and their, you know, to force that dollar, force these countries to use that dollar in transactions for their resources. But
That's it?
Yeah.
Hey, we got the Obadiah.
right. All right. So back in Obadiah, it says Obadiah verse 7. It says, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee. and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee.
They've been taking our foreign aid from America, that bread, that aid, money, weapons, training. America done helped train them. So, but they've been taking aid from America, but they've been taking that and using it to build up their military, their weapon system. All right?
Now America's at his weak point. That's why when Trump was in office, he's coming down on NATO and the EU, talking about y'all gotta start paying y'all shit. Why? Because America is at the breaking point now. They done paid all they could. Now they run now they need money.
Yeah.
Quick research. Jeremiah 51:3. Against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow, which America bendeth his bow first. Against him that bendeth, going into Hiroshima and Nagasaki, when America dropped those atomic bombs, there's the only country that ever did that. It says, let the archer bend his bow. So now these countries gonna want payback. You know, you thinking about Japan, might as well just salvage China. You know?
I got a precept.
Okay, let me finish it. It says, and against him that lifted himself up in his brigade, or in his army, in his military, and spare ye not her young men, destroy ye utterly all her hosts, all her armies. So these missiles are gonna be shot off, man. The same way they destroying Palestine, Israel gonna be wiped off the map. America and their military wiped off the map. That's why they're gonna be sent over there to Bad Jehoshaphat to be destroyed, and then ultimately those nuclear missiles are gonna destroy America.
Right. This is so like Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 5. Yea, also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man.
Yeah, the so-called white man transgressed by wine. His philosophies, his democracy, his capitalism, free enterprise, all of that is wine.
It says, neither keepeth at home.
He don't keep at home. He's in others' lands. He's stirring up wars in other people's lands, making the people revolt. He's setting up puppet leaders. This is what he does.
Who enlargeth his desire as hell.
He creates destruction, famine, third world countries, death and destruction wherever he goes. He caused people to decrease their population. These are a list of things.
And is as deaf and cannot be satisfied.
He's deaf. He's as deaf. He causes nothing but harm, and he can't be satisfied. He has a whole world, and yet he wants to chip everyone. He can't be satisfied. Enough is never enough for him, man.
But gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all
He
people.
want all nations as one under his rule, a melting pot, man.
One world order.
Yeah, that new world order, that enterprise, huh? Wow.
It says, one more verse. It says, shall not all these take up a parable against him?
Yeah, it's a parable and truth and a tongue proverb, man. The whole world knows a so-called white man is a damn demon and a thief and can't be trusted.
It says, in a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his.
The destruction of him that increaseth that which is not his. The so-called white man, he loots and excavates mineral resources from from different lands, different people throughout the earth, man. That's why you see Confessions of an Economic Hitman goes into that.
It says, woe unto to him that increaseth that which is not his. How long? And to him that laddeth himself with thick clay.
That debt, the known debt is over 3 trillion. That's what they stating, but we know it's more than that. That debt, man. This whole system was created on debt. Esau system we got throughout the earth, man. You have to go into debt to be so-called wealthy. It's all about credits, digits, establishing a line of credit. On a small note, you remember that movie Limitless? What did De Niro say? He said, I'm gonna establish you a line of credit for 40 million. You get me? All debt. That's the game. You got it?
It says, continue on Obadiah, it says, there is none understanding in him.
There's no understanding of so-called white man. All right, he says that that the Most High don't exist. He don't follow the Most High's rules. There's no understanding of him. That's when, look where he pollutes the air to people's minds. The righteous judgment don't go out because there's no understanding of so-called white man. He didn't even count his latter end.
It says, shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom and understanding out of the mount of Esau?
So wise understood, yeah, the sun and the moon is gonna be darkened, man. It's not gonna be any knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. All right, your astrologers or your witches, spiritual demon Satan is no longer gonna be giving them their so-called wisdom on the left hand side anymore, man.
When this destruction comes, Esau gonna be in a low state. They're gonna back in that low state. They don't know what to do. Yes. All that wisdom is gonna leave them, man. They're gonna turn to women in that day.
I got a quick precept. Micah 5:12. Micah 5:12. It says, and I will cut off witchcraft out of thine hand, and thou shalt have no more soothsayers. Yeah, so, that's that wisdom, because all his wisdom is on the left-hand side. All right, and that's how he got all his technologies and these weaponries that he got. Those are the like the scripture says, spirits of devils working miracles, and that's all through witchcraft. And the Most High said he's gonna cut that witchcraft off, man. And all of these lying spirits that's lying to Esau, such as spiritual demon Satan and his minions, they all gonna turn their back on Esau.
Yeah.
But let's read on. It says, it's like verse 9. It says, and thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter.
You got it.
Amos Teman, Amos 1:12. But I will send fire upon Teman, and I shall devour the palaces of Basra.
See? And Basra. Teman and Basra, right? America and you Germans, man. Y'all gonna be destroyed by thermonuclear destruction. By the Lord shooting fire. The Lord is naming you.
Alright. It says, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever.
The violence against our brother Jacob, rape, rob, murder. This is what is done. It's all in the history. So Yahushua said, "What your sins are going on to heaven. You're gonna be judged for all of that, right?"
It says, in the day that thou
What verses?
in the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces.
This is verse 11, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So look at the time during the Babylonians, what they did. You helped the Babylonians, man. We could get Psalms 137 and 7. 137 and 7.
Get that on.
First Ezra.
Yeah, first Ezra.
Okay.
First Ezra.
Which one?
Yeah, first, all right.
Yeah. One.
All right. First Ezra 4, verse. I'm gonna get right to it. First Ezra 4 and verse 40. Let's see. I'll read verse 45. Yeah. First Ezra chapter 4, verse 45. It says, "Thou also hast vowed to build up the temple which the Edomites burned."
And this is on the Persians rule, right? This is on Ezra's.
Babylonian.
You're right. But this is Babylonians, but it's after Babylonians come out of power. So now,
You're right.
Now it's the Persians, right? So continue.
Right, read again.
Yeah.
It says, First Ezra 4, verse 45. "Thou also hast vowed to build up the temple which the Edomites burned when Judea was made desolate by the Chaldees."
right? When Judah made destined by the Chaldeans, which the Chaldeans we know is going into the Babylonians, right? No more.
That was it.
Not really no more.
Okay, okay. It says, and now, O Lord the King, this is that which I require and which I desire of thee, and this is this.
Go up, I think.
Verse 44.
Yeah.
All right. This is First Ezra.
43.
First Ezra 4 and 43. Then said he unto the king, remember thy vow, which thou hast vowed to build Jerusalem, in the day which thou camest to thy kingdom, and to send away all the vessels that were taken away out of Jerusalem, which Cyprus set apart. And he vowed to destroy Babylon, and to send them again thither. Excuse me. It says,
So that's Cyrus the Great. When he conquered Babylon, he also was to send back the things for Jerusalem back to Jerusalem, because Cyrus understood that the reason he's in rulership was because it was prophecy.
right. You will read that verse 45 again?
Yeah. Go ahead, read it.
It says,
Read fast, it won't be
it says, First Ezra 4, verse 45. Thou also hast vowed to build up the temple which the Edomites burned when Judea was made desolate by the Chaldees.
So when the Judeans made desolate by the Babylonians or the Chaldeans, you had Edom in the midst burning the temples. Okay, so every time Jake doing something, you had Esau there to make the matter worse, okay, or make things difficult. So now this is an actual account where Edom was also helping the Babylonians destroy Jerusalem, just burn the temples, right? And you got the precept. That's basically it, right?
So let me get Psalms 137 and 7.
Okay.
Very fast, man. Very always.
And Psalm 137 and 7.
Yeah. Psalm 137 and 7. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem.
Yep, when the Babylonians when the Babylonians fell upon us, right?
Who said, raise it, even unto the foundation thereof.
Said race it, even from the foundation. I mean, they wanted to totally destroy us. They said destroy it. All right, that broke that brotherly covenant Esau with Jacob.
O daughter of Babylon, who are to be
O
destroyed.
daughter of Babylon, who ought to be destroyed. So Esau, you gonna be destroyed, man.
Daughter of Babylon.
That's right.
Okay, not the ancient Babylon, but the
Yeah.
daughter of Babylon.
Yeah.
This is America today.
Yeah.
Right. So
Because you still have people living in Iraq. That was you know what I mean? They ain't talking about that Babylon. Talking about Babylon the Great.
America.
Yeah.
So we got him on the side. Hey, Shalom to Akim on the comment board. Shalom on the bar.
Shalom. It says, it says, in the day that thou stoodest on the other side, and the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces.
Yeah, forces of wealth, of what we had, man. The forces, our wealth, our land, our cattle, everything that our wealth. You alright?
They got our shit right now in the museums and all that shit,
Uh-huh.
or in their safes. Still, when it's time, you gonna get all that stuff back and more. So I should say you gonna spit up all your riches or burn up all your riches. Go on.
It says, in the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces, and foreigners entered into his gates, and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou was as one of them.
Yeah.
But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother, and the day that he became a stranger.
You shouldn't have did that, Esau.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have did that. You gonna pay for that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Fucked up.
Yeah.
You know you're fucked up, right?
That's why I should just say our gates gonna be open continually.
Yeah.
That's right. It says, even though it says, Salaki, verse 12, but thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother in the day that he became a stranger, neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction.
Yeah, you rejoiced. You was happy for our downfall, man.
The Jerusalem, even when Israel went to captivity under the Assyrians, you know, like you mentioned also when we left Egypt, and we tried to get past Edom, or you know whatever territory it was that was under Esau, and they denied us. Right?
It says, "Thou shouldest not have slackened." It says, "Neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. Thou shouldest not have entered into the gate of my people in the day of their calamity. Yea, thou shouldest not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity."
So you join with our enemies, man. That's it. That's Esau. You've been the same throughout the ages, man.
Especially with a perpetual hatred.
Perpetual, ongoing, never ending.
Yeah,
Continue.
The scriptures say, and I believe it's in the Apocrypha, when basically when you in the bad lower state or destruction's at thy side, he would be standing there waiting.
That's the so-called way, man. Always there.
Ezekiel 35:5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel.
Perpetual hatred. Throughout the ages, you had an ongoing hatred for the nation of Israel, man. So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Ongoing.
By the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end.
And at the time our iniquity had an end, but you forwarded the affliction, man. You kept it going. All right? You kept it going.
It says, verse 6, Ezekiel 35:6.
Yeah, you got it.
Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, I'll prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee.
Yeah, blood shall pursue you. So you live by the sword, you die by it. So you're gonna reach extermination, man. Just like you try to exterminate the nation of Israel.
It says, since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
Yeah, hate blood. Blood gonna pursue you. You got a target on your back also. And all these nations that got in bed with you, they're gonna turn on you.
Oh yeah.
So we got a target on our back, continue target, and you have a bigger target on you. And the angels, you matter of fact, you in the crosshairs of the death angels, man. The Lord and the Most High's number one enemy. So you fucked.
So let's get back to that. It's a lot. That's good. I'm stopping there. It's more to it, but for the time, stop it there. You can go back into the scriptures.
All right. It says, verse 13. It says, oh no, my bad. I'm reading the wrong verse. Yeah, verse 13. It says, "Yea, thou shouldest not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity."
And you took our substance. You helped the Babylonians capture those of us that was hit, those hiding. You was in league with them.
"Neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did not escape." Excuse me, that of those that, it says, I'm reading again, "Neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape."
Yeah, you was like a goddamn bounty hunter, man. You was helping them. So the Lord didn't forget that.
"Neither shouldest thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the day of distress."
You helped the Babylonians, man. You helped them find us.
You know, Esau's a cunning hunter.
Yeah, he's a cunning hunter,
He love
man.
hunting niggas too.
He's always on a hunt, man. On a smaller note, they always lie in wait to give us tickets. You know our people. They just be lurking. They on a hunt on every situation, man.
Give them a reason.
Whether it's taxes, whether it's anything, man. They got an eye on us.
Yeah. You know them
What do we
hunters,
do?
special them hunters. They be on your track.
Yeah.
You take the horse, tell the horse go that way, and you go this way. Them real hunters, if you look at the footsteps, like nah, that's a horse. They went that way. Try to buy some time, but nah, they stole your ass. That's
What was that joint, that last movie with Will Smith when he played the Jake that got the tree back?
Yeah, emancipation.
You see how they was hunting? You see it's hunting, runaways and all that? Yeah, man.
Yeah.
They on it, yo.
Esau just want a reason. Sometimes they don't need a reason. They just kill you.
Genesis 25 verse 27. And the boys grew up, and Esau was a cunning hunter.
Yeah, Esau, the so-called white man, but Esau, their forefather, he was a cunning hunter. He was a great hunter, man. He smelled like the animals and blend in with the background, the film. They good with shit like that, man. The best snipers or whatever, they blend in with the background. They got uniforms that blend in for whatever weather condition they're in. Whether it's in the snow, they suits, that military gear blends in wherever they at.
That's how they hunt. Even Jake now in the ghettos, man. They blend in. They put on their shit. Sometimes Jake, oh now you a fucking cop, but then other times they look like they part of the hood.
Yeah.
You know, interrogating you and shit. I got quick precept.
The man of the field, Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents.
Jacob was a plain man. He's meditating on the scriptures. All right, it's a plain man. That's Jake. But Esau, he out there, man.
Yeah. We don't be doing no shit like that. Rock climbing.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
Swimming in frozen water. You know that they ain't saying Jake do. You know.
Yeah, that's like we talking as Jake as a whole. We don't do shit like that, man.
Hunting in piss. They'll bathe in fucking deer piss, and then lay there still trying to shoot a deer.
Yeah.
You know, this is Psalm 50.
For sport, you got
sport. Yeah, it's Psalm 50:21. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether
Yeah,
such.
because the Lord, basically, He let you build a track record, enough rope for you to hang yourselves. Your judgment, it wasn't speedy with it. So you thought that the Lord was with you. He was one with you. He gave you the okay to do it.
It says, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes.
That's right. So we're gonna you're gonna get your judgment, and the Lord gonna put us back in our rightful place.
Sorry, brother. Keep going.
It says, verse 15. It says, for the day of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee.
All you that was in confederate against the nation of Israel, all the things you did to the Lord's people, you're gonna be paid back for that. Your time is near. Your destruction is near. Your judgment, your slavery that you're gonna endure hardcore slavery, man. I don't know how you gonna endure that, man. You're not built the same, man.
I could just say recompense him double.
Yeah. You ain't on like my man said, the top boy. You ain't on the same smoke. All right. It's a wrap.
It says, thy reward shall return upon thine own head.
Your reward going to return upon your own head, man. Because there's Elder Brother Karab mentioned some weeks back, man. Y'all, there's a whole big conspiracy against the nation of Israel with these other nations. All right, and then you got a stupid idiots among our people that don't see the play. They don't understand, man. They think they don't even know what's going on, man. With these other nations, you got it.
For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain.
Yeah, they drunk upon they done parasited on us, man. We the consumers, man. They done got fat while we starved, man.
We the sheeple.
Yeah, we the sheeple, man. We the serfs.
So shall all the heathen drink continually. Yea, they
You're gonna
shall.
drink continually. You're gonna be where you don't, where your woman don't respect you, where you don't have anything.
So shall all the heathen drink continually. Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been.
Yeah, so you're gonna go from a high state of being joined with Esau to reduce to rubble.
But
Yeah, well,
it says, but upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance. And there shall
Zion
be,
monument, the Lord's remembrance. It's what it say? It's gonna be.
it says, but upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions.
Yeah, so we're gonna have you in a captivity, all right? The Lord gonna establish us and lift us up.
starting the elect, man.
Starting with the elect.
So we're gonna possess our possessions, all our wealth, all our artifacts. We can get all that back.
Yeah, and heathen nations, you gonna be our property, because the nation of Israel, starting with the elect, are gonna be joint heirs under Yahushua, right?
Real quick, this is Amos 9 and 11. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof.
It's not gonna be any tribal thing. We're gonna be all one. The house of David gonna be reestablished.
Mm-hmm.
It says, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old, that they may possess the remnant of Edom and of all the heathen which are called by my name.
Yeah, so the heathen are gonna be our property, man.
Saith the Lord that doeth this.
So the Lord said it, and it's gonna be done.
Real quick, Job 20:15.
Uh-huh.
He has fallen down riches, and he shall vomit them up again.
Vomit, a violent act, but he gonna all of that up. All that's gonna flow back into the nation of Israel, but starting with the elect and starting with Yahushua, all right? Everything's gonna be under his dominion, and he's gonna give us a share.
Yeah. The Most High shall cast him out of his belly.
Gonna cast him out of his belly. So all of that he taken is gonna be transferred to the nation of Israel, because wealth is not lost; it's just transferred, man.
There you go.
The whole game is what Esau was temporary rule is to take resources from one and bring it to them. All right, so the wealth was never lost. He has it.
Let's go.
You got it.
Yep. It says, but upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions.
It's gonna be holiness. We're gonna have a fleshly heart, man, and we're gonna get everything we lost back, and we're gonna get it all back.
Fleshy heart, meaning the laws is going to be in
Yeah.
our inward parts.
Yeah.
It's not going to be on stone or something. It's going to be inside of us. Right.
It says, verse 18, it says, in the house of Jacob shall be a fire, in the house of Joseph a flame.
Yeah. So after the so-called the northern and southern kingdom, we're gonna be one, and after these nations serve their slavery, Esau, you're gonna be exterminated after your slavery, man. You're gonna be wiped out. It's gonna be no more remembrance of the house of Esau. You're gonna be fully gone, wiped out of the earth, man.
It says,
Burnt.
in the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining.
You're gonna be burnt. You're gonna be after your slavery. After your slavery, you're gonna be roasted. Your race, your line gonna be cast out of the earth. No more Esau in existence.
And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau.
No remaining. That's extermination, man, of your race, of your nation.
For the Lord has spoken it.
The Lord spoken it, so it's gonna happen. And that's why we know that's why they hate us, man. They hate the Lord, man.
Quick precept. This is Numbers 24 and 20. When he looked on Amalek, he took up his parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nations, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever.
Yeah, you was winning at a time, but your latter end is you perish forever. But before you perish forever, you're going to lose everything you had. So the Lord is going to humiliate you for the whole world to see you, man. You being the top, the elite, and then you going into slavery, losing everything, and then after that, you just exterminated.
Yeah, got Luke chapter 16 and verse 24.
We're wrapping up right now.
And
I got one more precept. I got it.
and he cried and said, Father Abraham, have mercy on me, and send Lazarus, that he may dip the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue, for I am tormented in this flame.
So, so that's what Lazarus and the rich man. So Lazarus represents the nation of Israel, and the rich man represents Esau. He's bitching now, and the kingdom, he's in hell, meaning not like place you burn forever, but a low condition. And now he's complaining he can't take it.
Yeah.
But
which we took it.
yeah,
We took it,
took it to the chin.
Yeah, and now it's Esau's turn, which is
He's bitching.
A transition of power.
Yes.
Go ahead.
You got it.
I'm trying to finish off real quick.
No more pieces of read you.
But Abraham said,
Just read you no more pieces.
But Abraham said, Son, remember that thou in thy lifetime receivest thy good things, and likewise Lazarus evil things. But now he is comforted, and thou art tormented.
That's right. So Lazarus represents the elected Israel, or Israel as a whole after Israel come back from reincarnation, and Lazarus represents the wicked. But go ahead and finish up in Obadiah so you can wrap it up, because it's getting late. And we gotta eat. Nah.
Yeah, so it says, verse 19, Obadiah verse 19, it says, and they of the south shall possess the mount of Esau, and they of the plain, the Philistines.
All the land, man. All the land. You got Israel fighting the Palestinians right now for that land. Listen, you're gonna get all that land. All that land. Esau land, the Philistines, all that, man. Tyre, Sidon, all that's gonna be ours, man.
And they shall possess the fields of Ephraim, and the fields of Samaria, and Benjamin shall possess Gilead, and the captivity of this host of
Yes,
the.
we're gonna get all our land back, because remember, we got kicked out of that land. Samaritans, got heathens dwelling there now. You know, we never really came back. You had Jake come back bit by bit, but not really as a whole. We're gonna get all that land, and that land's gonna be a land of milk and honey. It's gonna be flourish, fruits, animals, everything, man.
Right, it says, in the captivity of this host of the children of Israel shall possess that of the Canaanites, even unto Zarephath, and the captivity of Jerusalem, which is in Sepharad, shall possess the cities of the south, and Saviors shall come up on Mount Zion to judge the mount of Esau, and the kingdom shall be Yahweh Hashem Yahushai's.
So in the kingdom, all these nations are going to be in complete subjection. Ain't going to be no fighting at the border. All right, they're going to be in complete subjection, right under Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, under King David, and under the elect, or the judges, the 144,000, the judgment body. All right, and the elect of Israel, and then in all Israel in whole, because you're all in a righteous state. You know, so that was the breakdown of Obadiah. You know, Lord was edifying. All praise goes to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Harvadash, double honesty, Apostle, Bishop Elder Millstone, and citation. I come out there pushing this word, and also say honestly, hopeful that. Shalom.
Shalom.